Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. I am your maths teacher and this is a revised video of chapter 6 subtraction with integrated learning. Students, in this chapter you will learn how to subtract two-digit numbers with borrowing, without borrowing, subtraction of three-digit numbers with borrowing, without borrowing, properties of subtraction and some word problems. Students, after completing this chapter, you will be able to define subtraction, subtract two numbers, solve word problems, and identify the properties of subtraction. Students, now let us know what is subtraction. Students, subtraction means you are taking something away from a group or number of things. Now, let us understand this definition with an example. If you have 16 candies and you have given 7 candies to your sister, now how many candies are left? Yes, 9. Students, the number from which we subtract is known as minuend. The number which we subtract is known as subtrahend. And the answer which we get after subtraction operation is the difference. In the given example, 9 is the minuend, 4 is the subtrahend, 5 is the difference. Students, this is the sign of subtraction. It is also known as minus. We use the subtraction sign to write the subtraction sentence. Students, always remember that taken away, left, how many more than, how many more are needed, remained, difference, or given away are the different terms that imply subtraction. Students, now let us study how to subtract two-digit numbers without borrowing. Let us subtract 32 from 79. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. It means we will subtract 2 ones from 9 ones. We will get 7 ones. So, we will write 7 under the ones column. Then, we will subtract the tens. It means we will subtract 3 tens from 7 tens. We will get 4 tens. So, we will write 4 under the tens column. So, it means 79 minus 32 is equal to 47. Now, let's take another example. Let us subtract 12 from 36. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. Then, we will subtract the tens. So, it means 36 minus 12 is equal to 24. Students, now let us study how to subtract two-digit numbers with borrowing. Let us subtract 46 from 93. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. Students, as you can see, 6 is greater than 3. So, we cannot subtract 6 ones from 3 ones. So, we will borrow 1 10 from 9. 9 will become 8. Then, we will add 1 10 and 3 ones. We will get 13 ones. It means 3 will become 30. Then we will subtract 6 ones from 13 ones. We will get 7 ones. So, we will write 7 under the ones column. Then, we will subtract the tens. It means we will subtract 4 tens from 8 tens. We will get 4 tens. We will write 4 under the tens column. So, students, it means 93 minus 46 is equal to 47. Students, let's take another example. Let us subtract 39 from 81. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. As you can see, 9 is greater than 1. So, we cannot subtract 9 ones from 1 ones. So, we will borrow 1 10 from 8. 8 will become 7. And 1 will become 11. Then we will subtract 9 ones from 11 ones. We will get 2 ones. So, we will write 2 under the ones column. Then, we will subtract the tens. It means we will subtract 3 tens from 7 tens. We will get 4 tens. So, we will write 4 under the tens column. So, students, it means 81 minus 39 is equal to 42. Let us study how to subtract 3-digit numbers without borrowing. Let us subtract 265 from 697. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. It means we will subtract 5 ones from 7 ones. We will get 2 ones. We will write 2 under the ones column. Then, we will subtract the tens. It means we will subtract 6 tens from 9 tens. We will get 3 tens. We will write 3 under the tens column. Then we will subtract the hundreds. It means we will subtract 200 from 600. We will get 400. We will write 4 under the 100 column. So, it means 697 minus 265 is equal to 432. Students, now let us subtract 342 from 769. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. Then, we will subtract the tens. And finally, we will subtract the hundreds. So, it means 769 minus 342 is equal to 427. Now, let us study how to subtract 3-digit numbers with borrowing. Let us subtract 368 from 514. First, we will write the given numbers in column form. Then, we will subtract the ones. As you can see, 8 is greater than 4. So, we cannot subtract 8 ones from 4 ones. So, we will borrow 1 10 from 1. 1 will become 0. 4 will become 14. And then, we will subtract 8 ones from 14 ones. We will get 6 ones. We will write 6 under the ones column. Then, we will subtract the tens. As you can see, 6 is greater than 0. So, we cannot subtract 6 tens from 0 tens. So, we will borrow 100 from 5. 5 will become 4. As you know that 100 is equal to 10 tens. Then we will add 100 and 0 tens. We will get 10 tens. Then we will subtract 6 tens from 10 tens. We will get 4 tens. So we will write 4 under the tens column. Then we will subtract the hundreds. It means we will subtract 300 from 400. We will get 100. We will write 1 under the 100 column. So it means 514 minus 368 is equal to 146. Students, now let us subtract 267 from 600. As you know, we cannot subtract 7 ones from 0 ones. We also cannot borrow a 10 from 0 tens. So, first we will borrow 100 from 6. 6 will become 5. And 0 10 will become 10 10. Then we will borrow 1 10 from 10 10. 10 will become 9 and 0 ones will become 10. Now we will subtract 7 ones from 10 ones. We will get 3 ones. So we will write 3 under the ones column. Then we will subtract 6 tens from 9 tens. We will get 3 tens. So we will write 3 under the tens column. Then we will subtract 200 from 500. We will get 300. So we will write 3 under the 100 column. So students, it means 600 minus 267 is equal to 333. Students, now let us know about different properties of subtraction. Property 1. Zero property of subtraction. In this property, 0 is always taken as the subtrahend. When we subtract 0 from a number, the difference will be the number itself. When we subtract 0 from 88, we get the difference 88. So it means when we subtract 0 from a number, the difference will be the number itself. Property 2. If we subtract a number from itself, the difference is 0. Let us take the number 45. If we subtract 45 from 45, that is, if we subtract 45 from itself, we get the answer 0. This tells us if we subtract a number from itself, the difference is 0. Property 3. In subtraction, the order in which the numbers are subtracted is important. Let us take the numbers 76 and 55. When we subtract 55 from 76 and 76 from 55, we do not get the same answer. It means 76 minus 55 is not equal to 55 minus 76. Thus, it tells us that in subtraction, the order in which the numbers are subtracted is important. Now let's solve word problems. There are 55 students in a class. Of these, 36 are boys. How many are girls? Students, it is very important to write statements in word problems. Number of students is equal to 55. Boys is equal to 36. So, we will subtract 36 from 55. First, we will subtract the ones. It means we will subtract 6 ones from 5 ones. As you can see, 6 is greater than 5. So, we cannot subtract 6 ones from 5 ones. So, we will borrow 110 from 5. 5 will become 4. And 5 ones will become 15. Then we will subtract 6 ones from 15 ones. We will get 9 ones. So, we will write 9 under the ones column. Then, we will subtract the tens. It means we will subtract 3 tens from 4 tens. We will get 1 10. So, we will write 1 under the tens column. We will get 19. So, it means there are 19 girls in a class. Next question. A carpenter had 748 nails. He has used 348 nails. How many nails are left unused? Total number of nails is equal to 748. Nails used is equal to 348. So we will subtract 348 from 748. We will get 400. So it means 400 nails are left unused. Now let's do an activity. Write these questions in your rough copy and solve it. Find the missing subtrahands. Subtract and write the correct number in the box. Look at the equations, write the answer for each subtraction and find out if the equations are true or false. Check the correct square box for each equation. Subtraction of 3-digit numbers. Thank you, students. I hope you have enjoyed this chapter. Now it's your turn to solve all the questions given in your book, not once but twice.